Good morning, class. Today we're going to be looking at lesson number 16, and I thought we'd just do a review of what we covered with prices so far, just so everybody's on the same page. And I think there's a couple ideas that people weren't quite getting 100%, so I just thought I'd go over a couple of those ideas. And then next class on Friday, we're going to be going over conversions between Canadian currency and American currency. And generally how to do that. So if you want to convert to other currencies, you could do that as well. And then next week, we're going to look at saving money and how we can do that. So I'll start off with the secret word of the day, kind of right off the bat, and it will be laptop today. So jumping in, let's start at unit prices. So I've given you a formula for unit price, being unit price is going to be your price you have divided by the amount you have. So let's say if you bought apples for $10 and you bought 3 pounds of apples. So your price would be $10 and your amount would be 3 pounds. So you do the division and you get your price per pound of your apples. So that would be kind of if you have your price and your amount and you want to find unit price. But there's two other equations that you can get. It's the same equation, just rearrange the variables. So if we wanted to find price, our price is going to be our unit price multiplied by amount. Or if we want to find amount, it's going to be our price divided by our unit price. So I just thought I'd show you these three equations. And what you want to do is whenever you have a unit price problem, whatever you don't know, whatever is the unknown. So let's say you want to find your amount. That's your unknown. You'd choose equation 3, where you'd have your price and unit price would be, you'd know them. They would be stated in the problem. So you want to choose out of these three problems so that the variable you don't know, the unknown amount, is on the left-hand side. So let's go through an example how to use this. So let's say I want to find the price of 10 pounds of bananas, and I know that they cost 77 cents per pound. So here my unit price is no longer in dollars per pound, it's in cents. So 77 cents per pound. Now we can translate cents into dollars. We know that 1 cent is going to be 0.01 of a dollar. So we can do the conversion and we get that our unit price is going to be $0.77 per pound. Now, using equation number 2 above, because we don't know what price is, so prices are unknown, so we choose where price is on the left, we get the price is equal to the unit price multiplied by the amount. So we choose a unit price in dollars. Now, you could leave your unit price in cents. It would just be a much bigger number and it'd be hard to comprehend that number. So I find it's easier to use it in dollars instead of cents. So we'll do 0.77 dollars per pound, and we're going to multiply that by 10 pounds. So now, because we're dividing by 10 pounds, or we're dividing by a single 1 pound, we're multiplying by 10 pounds. The unit pound, LB, actually cancels out. We're multiplying by it and divided by it, so they cancel out. So that leaves us with our 0.77 times $10, and that's going to give us $7.7 or $7.70. So the key to this is trying to choose the right formula, and then from there it's just plugging in the values. So if you're not too sure about the units canceling out, that is okay. That is a bit more of an advanced step. So what you could do is, you know that price, when you buy something and you pay something, it's not like you're paying like $10 a pound. There's no pound unit in there. So you know it's just going to be a dollar unit. So you can just ignore the pound unit and not worry about having to cancel them out, because they will cancel out, but you don't need to explicitly say they cancel out. Okay, so that's looking at unit price. Now, when you're trying to figure out the best price, what you want to do is you first want to so you're going to have a couple options. Let's say you have 2 options for simplicity. You want to get your 2 options to be the same unit price. So by same unit price, what I mean is you want them to have the same per so many units, like per pound. You want them both to be per pound or per 1 egg. You don't want one to be like per 1 egg and one to be per pound, because you wouldn't be able to compare the prices. So you want to have them so that unit price has the same unit in it. Once you do that step, then you want to choose whichever option has a lower value, and that's going to give you the cheaper option. But it's important to know that the cheaper option is not always the best. You want to take in consideration quality as well. So there's a saying that you pay or you get what you pay for. So sometimes if you try to go cheaper, you don't get as good quality or it doesn't last as long. So there's things to consider other than price. But if we're looking at just price, this is how you find the cheapest price. So let's say we're looking at chicken. We're going to buy some chicken, and we're going to say all stores are equal at this point. And when you say one store is selling chicken at $11.99 per pound, and the second store is selling the chicken at $25 per pound. I'm going to figure out what store is cheaper. Where should I get my chicken from if I want to save some money? So store one, we have the price per pound. Now, and store two, we have the price per kilo. So what we can do is we can convert store one to be per kilo, so they have the same unit, which per kilo and per kilo, or we can convert store two to be per pound, so they both have per pound. I think it'll be easier to convert store two to pounds, so let's do that one. So we know that 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. Now, I don't know if you have this conversion. I think you have it somewhere, but it's not necessary. You can look this one up, or I can just tell you here. So 1 kilo is 2.2 pounds. There's a couple decimals, but 99% of the time you just round to 2.2 pounds. So we can replace our 1 kilo as 2.2 pounds. So now to get down to per pound, we want to divide our 25 by 2.2. So we just get back to 1 pound. So doing the division, we get it's $11.36. So store two is going to sell its chicken at $11.36 per pound. And because $11.36 is less than $11.99, we can see store two is a cheaper option. So it's important to do the two steps. First, get your unit price to be the same per so many units. And second, look at what value is more. What value is less is going to be your cheaper option. You want to pay the least amount of money. Okay. So moving on to sales and taxes. I haven't really formally gone through this, so I thought I'd go through it formally here. Converting your percent to decimal. So your percent divided by 100 is going to be the decimal form of that percent. So whenever we're multiplying with percents, we want to convert it to the decimal form. So if we have 5%, we're going to divide by 100. And when you're dividing by any factor of 10, so 10, 100, 1,000, you just want to move the decimal place over to the left if you're dividing as many times as zeros you have. So here we have 100, which is 2 zeros. So we're going to move the decimal 2 spots to the left. So 1, 2, and that's going to give us 0.05. So 5% as a decimal is 0.05. We can do the same with 25%. So we move the decimal again over twice, and we get 0.25. Now it gets a bit trickier when you have over 100%. So it's easier if we do the division instead of just trying to do it in our head. So we can see we have 107 divided by 100. So we take the decimal right on the right side of 7, and we're going to move it over twice because we have 2. Over twice to the left, we have 2 zeros in our 100. So 1, 2, and that's going to give us 1.07. So when you have over 100%, if you have like 200%, you'd have a 2.2 or 2.00. But when you have 100 and some percent, it's going to be 1 point, and then that percent that's left over. So just like we have with 5, it was 0.05. Here we have 0.7. So let's look at an example of this. So let's say you're going to buy a pair of shoes, and regular they're $120, but they're 40% off. But then you also have to pay a 12% tax on the price you pay after you save money, after the sale. So let's figure out first the price after the sale. So if we have 40% off, we can do the 100% that we would have paid minus the 40% we saved, giving us 60%. And that's how much we have to pay. Now converting 60% into a decimal, it's going to give us 0.6. So that's going to be the amount of the full price we pay. So we can have our price, the regular price, multiplied by that 0.6, and that's going to give us $72. Now, when we find the full price you pay after taxes, we're going to have the taxes plus the price after the sale we pay. So we pay the taxes plus the price. So that's going to be 12% plus 100% of that sale price. So that 100% refers to the $72. So we add them together, that's going to give us 112%, or 1.12 in decimal form. So that's the amount of the price after the sale we pay. So we take our $72 and we're going to multiply by 1.12, giving us $80.64. So that would be the exact price you would pay if you went up and bought these shoes. Because whenever you pay for something, you pay for taxes. So sometimes taxes are 12% or 7 or 5. I don't really pay too much attention to taxes. I don't know exactly how it goes, but I'm pretty sure with shoes and like clothes and stuff like that, you pay 12% tax on them. I think groceries you don't, unless you're getting like unhealthy food, like candy or chips. Then you pay, I think it's 7% on those. I'm not too sure. I'll have to look it up. I'll have an answer for you at some point. So that's the lesson for today. I have 4 questions for you to answer. So give those a try. They're in the assignment. You'll see them there. And hope you all had a good long weekend, and hope you're having a good week. And I'll see you next time.